What's good, family? How y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Great rising, man. It's your boy D Hoops, aka Chosen Star Seed. You got the Elohim in you, and I'm back with another great video. You feel what I'm saying? So, look, man, let's get right into it, man. So about that playing. I'm about to just put y'all on game, from a divine voice. You know what I'm saying? Not from me, because I'm used as a vessel. So I just want y'all to know this comes from a higher frequency, and I just wanted y'all to hear it because I feel like it's very important to realize, one, there are many ways to think about this situation. Stop caring about what people say, bro. First of all, this will really help you to save money and to be thankful that your parents actually give a fuck about you, because there are people out there who parents don't even love them because they don't even love them damn selves. Two, people they're just projecting how they feel, what they going through onto you because you're their punching bag, and that's the best way for them to actually, talk about their problems. So stop just doing that. And two, you should, when you get older, you should want to take care of your parents because they did so much for you. The ones that actually care, they did so much for you. Now, mind you, if your parents didn't care about you or whatever, still love them, because it's like, bro, at the end of the day, everybody's trying when they wake up. A lot of people just literally, they think so low in their chakras, it's not possible for them to even get up here. It's not possible for them to see past their illusions because it's just so traumatic. It's so... They're done for. There are a lot of people who are done for, and including your parents, because it's like, you gotta realize, bro, how toxic even their stuff was. The shit they went through as kids and teenagers or whatever, or experience. There are a lot of things you don't even know about your parents that they will never tell you. They'll take it to the grave, and y'all don't know that because you don't really know your parents and they don't want to speak on it. So it's just like, okay, it is what it is. But you gotta realize too, man, that shit, this is temporary. This is a temporary world, man. So you use that how you want to use that. It's a temporary, and either way, just love them and honor them because they brought you here. So just give your all, at least you're trying. Don't be a dickhead to them because you wouldn't want them to be a dickhead to you. Simple as that. But it's like, if they did, still love them regardless, though, and still just want to take care of them. If they want to be taken care of, that's cool. It is what it is. You try it, let them live their life, man. You'll see them on the other side. But it's just like, man, to move out, bro, you have to realize it takes divine timing. And that's the thing. We want to put a date on something. We want to, you can speak it to existence, yeah, but you got to realize, man, the more you keep elevating your life, the more you keep learning detachment, the more you keep mastering it, the more you know that you're going to be on your own, you're going to be independent, but you got to make sure that you get your behind the scenes work done. And you got to show the creator that you actually want this shit. Simple as that. A lot of people just think like, oh yeah, I wish, to be in a big house. And you just sit there and think it's just going to fall in your lap. Go and get that shit then. Like, what you going to do to go get that big house? What are you going to do? What will separate you from the 1%? There are people who say they want that shit, but they're actually doing it. Practice what you preach. If you want something, go get it. No excuses. That's the problem, bro. Like, you have to do what it takes to, be able to pay for that house, learn credit. You have to learn, though. You have to literally sit there and learn how to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to just be placed right into you. You have to literally know who you're worshiping, for one, and literally, if you obey them commandments and if you know your creator, I promise you, here's my thing. I can speak on the fortune teller aspect, but I don't want to sound like that. But let's just put it like this. I know more about your life than you know about your own life. And I see visualizations, and I would be considered like, it's so many things. You can put names on it, but it's just the fact it's a gift. And it's just the fact that when you're able to really see things where they are, when you can see your dreams turn into your reality, it's like you want people to feel that same type of way because that feels good. Know that you can do anything. This is a dream. That's exactly why the movie Inception talks about this shit. It's a dreamlike world. It's an illusion. This is exactly why you can't tell who out here calling themselves God. You had motherfuckers calling Michael Jordan Black Jesus. And it's like, you gotta realize, like, whoa, why are they calling him Black Jesus? And it's because people calling Michael Jackson Jesus. Like, you gotta realize people calling Elvis Jesus. Like, those are titles. Those are names. So it's like, really think about what you're preaching about. What you're learning about, because once you learn how to accept Yahshua as your Lord and Savior, as your Messiah, as your, what I'm saying, because you got even Satan call himself Lord. And if you don't know the name of that, I'll leave that on the screen. I got y'all regardless. But really think about that stuff. Once you learn outside the box, then you're able to know how to get success. You're not supposed to make money. You're supposed to take that. You're not the government. You know what I'm saying? So realize you want to take money. And that's why you're not supposed to hold on to something, because if you hold on to something for too long, that would be your God. That would be something that you worship. That's exactly why you should put more time into yourself than anything materialistic in this world. You should not be on a game 10 hours a day. And you getting paid for it, that's cool. But it's like, if you're not getting paid for it, don't show them the goddamn game. You ain't elevating not one bit. Stop buying Jordan. Stop worshiping girls. Stop listening to music that don't elevate you. Stop worshiping, your job. You're there every single day. You don't have rest of yourself at all. You're worshiping that, and you don't give not one bit of time to yourself because you're so tired. But it's like, we all got 24 hours in a day. We all can make time for the things we want. But you don't want it that bad, so therefore you don't want to make it out your parents' house. If you did, you would figure out a way to make your own type of bread and stop depending on your parents. You're supposed to be independent because you came here for a purpose to be, you're supposed to be a leader, not a follower. When you lead by example. People should want to look up to you, even including your parents. They want to know that they raised a beautiful young man, beautiful woman. Simple as that. And a lot of you don't, realize that shit. You gotta realize, clean up after yourself, make your bed, make your pills, wash your sheets, man, wash your face, clean your bathroom, clean your area, clean the kitchen, wash the dishes just cause. Even if you ain't doing it, just wash some dishes, bro. It is what it is. You don't got time to be arguing with people. Like, it is what it is, man. Stay down till you come up. And even still, that's helping you save money, but people be looking at it as a bad aspect. But it's like, what are you thinking about it from, though? Why are you thinking about it like that? Why are you sitting here thinking on a negative aspect of living with your parents? You got to realize, bro, they may come a time you will have so much money, your mom and dad will probably live with you because you want to take care of them. You are able to take care of them. You're able to retire them so they can go live their life. They can go and do whatever they want and come back to a house because they know you're going to take care of them. It's the same way they took care of you. That's just how it goes. It's like people thinking about that shit in a negative aspect. You want to throw somebody who raised you, who brought you into this world, that can take you. Like, bro, that shit crazy. And I know a lot of parents don't know how to love you, so it's not your fault. You gotta realize, man, that's just the agenda of this world, man. People have the free will to do whatever, but your actions, become, those are your consequences. So whatever you put out into this world, you will get back. And don't be upset if you get knocked up or something, and it's like you gotta take care of responsibility. Like, that's just what happened. You shouldn't have been having sex. That's your fault. If you didn't want to raise a child at a young age, if you didn't want to put this child through this stuff, then you shouldn't have had the child. But now it's not the child's fault. I'm saying the child is here now living his life, living her life, and you mad at the child. So it was crazy. You should be mad at yourself. But of course, you don't want to take accountability. You don't want to take ownership because you live in an illusion. You still feel like it's someone else's fault. But you got to realize it takes two to tango. It takes two to tango. So just love, man. Just keep loving your family because you never know when their last day going to come either. So don't be so dependent on people because, feelings are temporary. People are temporary. This world is temporary. And you have to master a strong attachment about that and not be so, and stop worshiping them as your God. You should only want to worship yourself. Simple as that. Nobody's telling you to worship a title, pagan titles, and these are titles. Parents are titles. Marriage is a title. Video games, titles. School, bro. Like, no. Like, that's what pagan worship is. Like, you're worshiping a title. And you're putting so much emphasis on it because you don't know what it is. These are people that just came from you. Mom, dad. Simple as that. Like, somebody literally said, "Oh, those are your parents." Like, what, bro? There are literally people who disown their kids. I'm not your mom. I'm not your dad. Like, there are people who say that shit because they know that. Like, they probably either are so woke, like they have to understand, or they just don't. Literally, they're so asleep that they just don't want that child. Like you were an accident. That's what they would call you. You were an accident. But it's like, nah, you are grace. You are a gift to this world. So please shine your light onto these people who don't know how to, you feel as if, I love my parents. No, bro, you doing good. Like, stop thinking like that. Stop thinking negative, man. Just do you. Can't nobody tell you shit. If you care about people's judgment, that's the problem. Your mind is the biggest prison. So if you listen to people all the fucking time, you gonna feel like you gotta compete with people, man. Get off social media and you wouldn't be listening to what people gotta say, bro. This is all, perception, bro. People be lying. People be saying, "Oh, you used to live with your parents." Mind you, they used to live with their parents. So it don't even, what the fuck? Like, it is what it is, bro. Just speaking to existence, if you want to live by yourself, you will literally do what you gotta do to speak it every day. That's the thing. You don't know the tongue is powerful. So mind you, if you're going to speak English, use words like "I am." Like, visualize yourself actually in your future. Dream about it. Visualize it. Sleep it. Talk about it every single day. And there will be a day you will literally live what you are talking about. So take the opportunity to appreciate your parents' household because at least you have a house. There are people who don't have cribs, people who live outside, kids who are living on the street. There are literally kids who are fighting to survive every single day. And so what are you complaining about? Be thankful and just know, there will come a day you will be crying because it's like, damn, I remember I was raised in this house, now I have my own house. Like, this shit's crazy. Like, yeah, it will happen that fast. And if you're not ready for it, then you're not ready for the world. So, at the end of the day, man, take care of yourself and love yourself, man. Stop rushing. Just trust divine timing. When the Creator sees that you're ready, He'll work miracles for you. Take care. Man, learn some credit, man. Learn about your credit. That's just important. You want to get a house on good credit. So, at the end of the day, man, I love y'all. Take care of yourself, man. I'm gone.